guys? It's Andrew again at Prehired, and today we are doing another six-figure success story. And with me on the other side of the screen, I have Darryl, who is actually in Michigan right now, and he just got certified a couple weeks ago. Just actually got hired, I think, about 2 weeks ago, and he's starting his new job next week, which I'll let him tell you in a little bit more about that. But Darryl, we appreciate you having you on, man. Just sharing a little more about your experience with Prehired, your thoughts to everyone that is listening. So really, first off, just take a minute to tell everyone about you, about your background.
Hi, everyone. I'm Darryl. So my background really was in hospitality, pretty much. For the past 15, 16 years, I've been in hospitality, working in and out of different restaurants. I'm basically what they call a career server, and I was just looking for something different, looking for a way to change and find some way to kind of apply myself. And I kind of got complacent working in the service industry. There was really no growth for me. It was just a continuous circle. I was just doing the same thing over and over again every day. No room for growth. No way to really excel and apply myself. So that's why I kind of ended up looking for something else.
Yeah, we hear that a lot. A lot of people that, hey, I'm comfortable right now, but I've been comfortable for too long. I want to get out of it. I want to do something else. And obviously you were looking for something else. Why were you interested in software sales?
So software sales kind of got my attention because I've always been kind of a tech nerd. I'm the guy who, in my neighborhood where I live, I'm the guy that everybody comes to say, hey, can you take a look at my computer? Can you take a look at my PlayStation? Will you look at my TV? Check out my surround sound system, see what's going on. Can you fix this for me? Can you diagnose this? Can you troubleshoot this? So I've always been pretty hands-on when it comes to stuff like that. And the software industry is not going anywhere. This is the direction that, the world is going in. And I figured it would be something that would give me a little bit of job security. So, that's why I decided maybe software was something I wanted to look into.
Yeah, I think it'll be around I know it'll be around for a long time. I don't think software tech is going to go away anytime soon. Now, why sales specifically? Because you're saying, hey, I'm the tech person, I'm the guy in my neighborhood everyone comes to. Why not maybe look into coding or something like that? Why look into the sales side?
So I've always been a people person. Being in hospitality, it's customer service. It's dealing with people every day. Prior to getting into hospitality, I was in, different sales roles. I've done real estate. I've been a mortgage banker. I've been in retail sales. I've been in direct sales. I worked for Kirby for a little while. And I've always been able to interact well with people. So sales is kind of something that comes second nature to me. It's just, I'm a talker. I like to talk. And figuring out how to, help people has always been something that, I've been pretty passionate about. And, I think sales is a way that I could bring that to, everybody else.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, everyone always hears always be closing. It's, always be helping. If you can help someone out at the end of the day, you're going to be able to get those sales that, you're looking for.
Right.
So, all right. So you have this interest in tech, been doing sales, customer service for a while, like helping people. Let's combine the two. Prehired somehow came across your path. I don't know how it might have been, but be honest, what were your thoughts when we first maybe popped across your computer screen? What did you think? What were you feeling?
So that's funny. So, I'm sitting in my bed and, I'm just thinking about how I'm tired of serving and I need something else. And I'm just scrolling through Facebook like I do every night. And I come across an ad for Prehired, 6-figure software sales career in 6 weeks. And I'm like, ooh, scam. Nice. Okay, well, what do I have to lose? So I clicked on it anyway and started reading the reviews and listening to some of the success stories. And, it started to kind of started to click. And I'm like, okay, well, this company's got a lot of good reviews. The training, everybody says, is pretty great. They're not asking for any money up front.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, mostly all scams want money from you immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did a little bit more digging. I went on Course Report and checked that out, and checked out some of the Facebook reviews, and did a little digging on the CEO. And there were outstanding reviews everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that pretty much led me to take the dive and go ahead and apply and see where it would take me. And then, after I applied, it was kind of cool. It started to really sink in that maybe this is not a scam, because the application process is not, you don't just apply and they sign you up right away.
Yep.
You have to go through a kind of like an onboarding interview to see if you're a good fit. If you're a good fit for them, if they're a good fit for you, if you are in alignment basically on what your goals are, then you may get accepted, you may not. So that was kind of cool, how they did that, just knowing that they don't take everybody. This program may not be for you, but it was definitely for me. So
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, and just to kind of touch on that, for other people listening, is, Darryl's right. We do not accept everybody. We have thousands of applicants a month, and we only accept a small portion, because like Darryl said, about payments and stuff like that is for us to be successful, we need our members to be successful. We need these success stories. We need to get people hired. So that's why we only work with people that their goals do align with what, how we can help them out. It's not, let me try this out. Let me see what it's all about. It's no, you need to have these specific things we look for. And if they align, then, hey, we'll offer you enrollment. So yeah, it is definitely a pretty extensive process, because we only want to work with the best people, the people that we can help. In sales, and Darryl can attest to this, is you can't sell to everybody. You can't help everybody at the end of the day.
Right.
There's people that you align with and you can help and sell to, and then there's other people that, hey, we're not a good fit. I'm going to move on, and you should go try this, and I'll go try this, and we'll be on our merry way. So getting back into it, you read all these reviews, you got accepted, started the program. What was going through the program like for you?
So the program, I'm going to be honest, it's not an easy program. This is not something that you're going to breeze through. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of information in a pretty short period of time. But you definitely have to apply yourself. You have to have the right attitude, and you have to have the aptitude to be able to do it. So going through the program for me, I consider myself a pretty smart guy. It was intense. It was fun. There's a lot to learn. Mm-hmm. But the techniques that they're going to show you is it's just second to none. The CEO and the lead trainer is a wizard. You're going to have mentors through the entire process. My mentor was pretty great. He was there with me the entire time, keeping me focused, keeping me on task, making sure that I was completing my assignments on time. It's great. I mean, there's not a whole lot more to say about it besides the fact that, if this is something that you really want to do, and you're going to dedicate yourself to it and apply yourself, this is one of the best ways to get into software sales.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely agree. Like it's not a cakewalk. It's you got to put in time. You got to put in the effort. And that's going back to, hey, why we look for certain types of people. We want people that are serious, that are going to make this commitment. Because as yeah, it was a little difficult, but you see that, the process works really well. I mean, that's why we're talking today, because you got hired, and we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, it definitely is difficult. So jumping into that is, after you went through the program, you got certified. What was the job search like for you? Kind of just share with everybody, how that went for you, companies you applied for, interviews, and obviously the offers.
Oh man. So after I got certified, that's when things kind of got crazy. So they teach you in the program, they teach you basically all the methods and different workflows you need to go through to apply at jobs, because they're basically showing you what you're going to be doing, in your daily duties. So after I was certified, I started doing my outreach, started reaching out to several companies. I think I reached out to 40 companies or something in a week,
Mm-hmm.
4 days really. And the interviews just started lining up. I mean, it was phone interview after phone interview after phone interview, in-person interview after in-person interview. Some people had third interviews. Some interviews were with 3 different people at one time. Some were with 2 different people at one time. It was crazy. It was pretty intense. I think I did like 19 interviews in 2 weeks.
Okay, that's a lot.
And after you do all these interviews, some of the companies, you're just not in alignment.
Yep.
It's just don't sound like they're going to be for you. So, I got one offer that I initially had to turn down, interview with another company, and made it to the 3rd interview with them. And they kind of offered me the job right on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to turn that down. We just, weren't in alignment on where we wanted to go. And then the final offer that I actually ended up accepting came in about a week after I did my final interview with them.
Okay.
They said all the right things. They answered all my questions. I had a lot of questions. That's one thing that I can tell you is make sure you ask the right questions in your interviews, because that's, how you're going to learn about the company. Do your research, do your due diligence. And, that final offer came in and I accepted. It was about 2 weeks after I started my interview process. And this will literally be the best job I've ever had. I know that I'm going to enjoy doing it because I enjoyed what I was doing in the training. It's in sales, which is kind of what I want to be into. And, yeah, it's
Yeah, and plus
right.
it's kind of in the space you've been in, right? It's in the hospitality space, so it's bringing your past and combining with your present to create a really good future for you. And I just want to touch on, you said you got, you accepted this offer, got this offer 2 weeks after starting. I'll just say that's not normal. Most of the time, it's going to be about 6 weeks after being certified. So being able to do it in 2 weeks is, you were a little better than most, which is really cool to hear. So
Man, I wanted it.
Yeah, and I always, 6 weeks is our average, but why are you able to get it in 2 weeks is because you went above and beyond. You did everything you were supposed to do and more. And that's why you see people that get jobs within a week or 2 of being certified or make more than the average of 70,000 in their first year. It's because they're going above and beyond. So if you can take that mentality into this new job, new career, I know you'll absolutely crush it. So last thing I want to touch on, you kind of mentioned it earlier, but I just want you to elaborate a little more is, for people listening, I mean, obviously, like we've talked about, it's tough. It's not for everybody, but for people that are listening and considering, hey, is this real or not? And I've talked to them. I'm not really sure what to do. What would you say to people?
So the main thing I want to tell you is if this is something that you're considering, do it. Go for it. Take the dive. Do what I did, because this process is proven. It works. It is. You got to trust the process. That's what I want to say. You got to trust the process. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a long road. But if this is something that you're considering doing, go for it, man. This is the best step I've ever taken in my life for my career. It's going to teach you everything. They're going to give you the tools. They're going to give you the skills. They're going to teach you the workflows. They take you through everything. And it will get you hired. It will get you hired. Like Andrew said, if you are, they're committed to helping you. If you don't succeed, they don't succeed.
Exactly.
So why would they not want to do everything they can to push you and help you get to where you want to go.
Exactly. Yeah, you're 100% right. And it's obviously you need to put the work in as well. You can't half-ass it. And I've said it, a couple times already. You definitely put in the work. You put in exactly what you're supposed to do. So if you follow it, you're gonna be successful at the end of the day. If you
That's
don't
right.
follow it, or if you try and do your own thing, that's where people definitely struggle. But we hope everyone that does follow like yourself, so we can have more of these stories. So it's kind of funny. You mentioned coming across us at the beginning. Scrolling in bed late at night, watching these videos, and now you're about to be one of them when
Right.
it's on the site. So kind of a full circle. But awesome, Darryl. We appreciate you sharing your story with us. And for anyone listening, I know you're starting next week, I guess, first week of September. So
Yep.
definitely stay in touch. We're excited to see, hear how everything goes, the onboarding, etc. And we'll chat later.
Absolutely, man. Thank you, Andrew.
No worries. Have a good one, Darryl.
You too.